What up, guys? Back again with another video. Trying to keep the videos coming for you guys, but this video is in reference to guys that are in my same predicament, that are going back and forth or debating whether to purchase their first sport bike, and based on height being one of the factors. I was very concerned about getting the sport bike because I went out and I sat on some of them, and I could not flat foot any of them, to be totally honest. Now, some of them I could flat foot from one leg, and I'd have to be over to one side of the seat to flat foot it, which is not a big deal. I ride my Harley. I got a 23 Street Glide ST bagger that I ride, and I usually just one foot it at the lights and stuff, but I do have a electronic suspension added to my Harley, so when I come to lights and everything, it lowers itself down, and when I pull away from the light, it raises back up. But even before I added that, I would flat foot it, one foot it. Now with the new suspension on it, I can flat foot it with both feet, but I knew that wasn't an option for the sport bike. Now I know you can lower them by adding lowering links, and I did talk to the dealership about doing that, and then I decided against it at the last second. So anyways, if you're debating whether you can handle a sport bike based on height alone, just pull the trigger on it. I mean, with the way these things break compared to Harleys and a lot of other bikes, using one foot down at the lights and at takeoffs is not a problem at all. The brakes work so well on them that you're coming up the lights and you're not so out of control, like, you know, how you are on a Harley. If you've ever rode a Harley, you know, you have to be real careful with the brakes coming into a stop. You can still stop just fine and everything, but with these sport bikes, I've noticed it right away when I'm coming up to a light. It's so much easier to stop and to put one foot down. And I honestly could put 2 feet down. I would just be tippy-toeing, but it wouldn't even be an issue if I wanted to do that. I could still do it just because the weight of the bike's not so great and the brakes work really well. So for guys out there that's looking to get into a sport bike, don't let your height be a factor or keep you from riding. I'm so happy that I decided to go with it and just pull the trigger, because it's not bad at all. I mean, I'm just more aware of, you know, when I'm pulling up to a light where I'm stopping at, and I usually pull into, like, let's just say the right hand side of the lane that I'm in, and I put my left foot down in the middle of the lane, because that's usually a higher spot of the lane, just because the tires are on the left and right, so it leaves a hump in the middle, which is perfect to put your foot down when you pull up to a light. Now, I am cautious of potholes and stuff, because obviously I don't want to stop where there's a major pothole or something, but even then, the bike's light enough where if I get over too far to one side, I can still hold it up. It's not going to fall over on me. Now, if I was trying that in my Harley and I let the bike lean too much, it's going over and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to let it fall. But on the BMW, or probably any sport bike for that matter, it's not going to be a problem if you're short to ride one-footed like that. I think you'll have no problems with it. So, you know, get out there and ride, guys, and have fun. You only live once. Just be safe, wear a helmet, wear gear. But life's too short to sit around and wait and debate back and forth should you do something, because the whole time you're doing that, life's passing you by. And I waited too long to get into, you know, I always wanted to ride motorcycles, but I was always worried about it. So I let my fear of wanting to learn how to ride keep me from riding. And I should have just got out and rode. So finally one day I just got a bike and went for it. And it was just because I got a really good deal on a Harley Cruiser. It was a Softail Slim, and I just went for it, and I'm so happy I did now. I didn't think I'd ever be riding sport bikes, but hey man, they're fun, they're a blast. I'm still learning about them. I don't know much about the bike, but I've added a slip-on. I ordered a SC Project slip-on, but it's like 3 weeks out or something, they're saying. So there was a bike night coming up, and I wanted to ride during the bike night, so I ordered a Leo Vince exhaust through Cycle Gear, and I think it was like $350 or something, but I overnighted it. And let me tell you, for a cheaper exhaust, it's very deep and throaty. It's a nice sounding exhaust. It's what I imagined the SC Project exhaust to sound like, because I did a video of it, but it's really hard to tell how good they sound in a video. But I will vouch for it. It's a nice sounding exhaust. It doesn't look bad. I wish they didn't have the big LV symbol on it, but it is carbon fiber, the one I got, and then other than that, LV on it looks nice. I don't like the LV because it almost looks like love, and I love the SC Project logo. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I went with the SC Project exhaust, and I'm just gonna wait it out. But I wish I kind of now didn't order it, to be totally honest, because this exhaust is just fine for what I'm doing. You know, it's loud enough to annoy my neighbors, and when you get on it, it sounds really good. So if you're looking for a cheap exhaust, give them a shot. Leo Vince. And if you're a short rider, don't worry about it, man. Get out there and ride. Life's too short. The longer you wait, the more life passes you by, and one day you're going to look back on it and wish you would have got on a bike sooner. But just be safe, because yeah, riding is a little scary, but if you give it time and you take your time and take a riding class, or get out to some areas and do some low speed maneuverability, it's fun. Once you get the hang of it and you get comfortable riding, that's when it becomes fun, and you get to ride with other riders, ride with your friends. It's a blast, and the people you meet make it all worth the while. So have fun out there, guys, and as always, be safe. If you're debating to pull the trigger on a bike, don't hesitate. Get out there and ride. Pull the trigger. You'll be just fine, guaranteed. Even if you have to tiptoe or one-footed, you'll be fine. These bikes are much easier to move than Harleys, so you won't have no problem moving it around. But anyways, again, take it easy, guys, and have fun out there.